What's going on, everybody?
I think
Thank
they
you
up
for
here.
joining me
Yeah,
here
yeah.
at GameOut Gaming. I'm your host, Marquez, and today is finally the day we got the update for Off the Grid. We got the patch notes right here, so
Try to run.
let's go over that, see what we got inside. So let's see. Now, in regards to matchmaking, they fixed an issue where multiple match reconnections could occur. Fixed an issue where estimated match time was not shown for party members during queue. The gameplay. They fixed an issue where your melee attacks could target friendly players when no enemies were nearby. Fixed an issue that occasionally caused players to get stuck in the movement in air state after performing a melee hit while jumping. Now, when aiming, they've improved and fixed aim assist smoothing. Fixed an issue where the first-person view scope could break if a melee attack was used immediately after switching shoulders. Quick order drone. Fixed an issue where quick order could not be canceled using the escape key. Tutorial. Fixed an issue where an incorrect loadout selection appeared when pressing B in the inventory screen. The player's actual loadout selection screen can now be accessed properly during the tutorial. For other, they fixed loot box material replication issue where open loot boxes still showed yellow tape for other players. Cyberlimbs. Phosphor Fury, they fixed an issue where the visual and sound effects of the phosphor dart remained on the player after exploding, especially when triggered mid-air. Let's see, Kinetic Shield. They fixed an issue where the projectile launch sound did not play after multiple rapid throws. For the Maxi Gun, they added air target detection and explosive bullets. Now, those explosive bullets they're dangerous right now. I'm not sure about the the air target detection. Not sure how that's activated or what that looks like, but I know the explosive bullets that was used, and yeah, highly effective. So might need to try that out. The hammerheads, though, they fixed an issue where hammerhead animations could continue playing after impact if there was no surface beneath the character. Thumpers fixed an issue where players could use the thumpers beneath obstacles after spawning. The recon drone. The recon drones, they have updated scan visual effects as well as the paralyzer. Scan visual effects have been updated for both of those. And with the trip mine, they fixed the visual and audio effect volumes. And let's see, fixed an issue with invisible water collision on sloped terrain, which could allow trip mines to be placed in midair. Miscellaneous, they fixed an issue where picking up cyber limbs would cause a temporary visual duplication on the ground. The weapons, fixed bug where FPV scope appeared invisible when spectating a teammate who was aiming. Fixed issue where FPV scope magnification changes were not visible in spectator mode. Here we are. Now here's where big gun come in. Teardrop legendary weapons now drop from both loot crates and teardrop op rewards. Now the legendary weapons are not in hexes, at least not at the moment, so there are no legendary hexes right now. The teardrop weapons, the legendary weapons that will be found in crates and pretty much how you find weapons in on the island. Haven't found any myself, so I'm still looking, but I know and I've heard of some others that have found some, so there have been some success. But now weapon TTK reduction. In an effort to improve the feeling of weapon combat, we have reduced the time to kill of weapons by approximately 30%. Numerically, this is a sharp reduction in TTK, so all weapons underwent full spread passes to tune their overall bloom under consistent firing scenarios. Now, this means that simply aiming at someone and holding down the fire button is no longer guaranteed to land every shot on the target with minimum effort. unless they are very close to you. With a lower TTK, there was no longer a necessity for weapons to be as accurate as they were before because fewer shots need to hit a target to knock them down. This spread increase serves three purposes: to add more skill requirements to weapon combat that more players are familiar with and already comfortable with, to ensure there is enough survivability at mid to long ranges. Typical scenarios include flying with the jetpack, using the leapers, and so forth. Now, to aid with the feeling that aim assist is too strong in certain scenarios, we can't list every specific change that has been made, as these patch notes would end up being too much to both document and to read, so a summary is as follows. The spread has been increased significantly when firing weapons for extended periods of time. This varies from weapon family to weapon family and is subject to further tweaks over the weeks. Spread affecting weapon attachments have been rebalanced around the new spread values to provide more balanced adjustments both positively and negatively, and some have had their spread affecting values removed where it made sense. Spread has been increased for most weapons when the player is airborne, falling or jumping. Spread has been increased slightly when the player is moving. Spread has been slightly reduced again for snipers using third-person sights when airborne. Spread has been slightly reduced again for snipers using third-person sights when moving. Weapons have had damage drop-off adjustments to account for the new TTK. Some weapons have had slight RPM tweaks to fit them into their respective TTK brackets. Let's see, weapon variants have all been rebalanced slightly to ensure they do not massively outperform or underperform their base weapon counterparts without losing their identities. We want to stress that this is just the first step on this new way forward with weapons combat in OTG, with many more changes, tweaks, and improvements coming in the next weeks based on your feedback. A few things to note that we are aware of and are already making the first pass of improvements on. Spread is aggressive now, so we will likely be tightening it in gradual amounts until we reach the perfect feeling for it. Mid to long range survivability is now likely to be higher than before the patch, perhaps excessively so, and this directly correlates with how many shots you land before your spread becomes unmanageable. The point above this one will simultaneously address this. Now, some weapons may feel like their new spread values don't quite fit their proper usage cases based on how players perform to use them, so this will be addressed as soon as possible based on feedback. Individual weapons may prove to be stronger or weaker in the new system than intended, so providing feedback on this would be greatly appreciated so we can tackle weapons on an individual basis. Recoil has not been touched with this new TTK pass and will be undergoing adjustments in the coming weeks to finally add proper recoil patterns. We will be iterating and improving on this every update over the coming weeks to tighten the weapon combat up as quickly as possible, and we can appreciate any and all constructive feedback. Progression. New features. Battle Pass levels can now be purchased with gun. Updated hex decoding prices. Updated gun and XP values earned from matches. Updated gun earned from challenges. I'm not sure how I feel about being able to purchase my levels with a gun. I would prefer to be able to do like the PC, be able to prefer to purchase the entire battle pass with the gun other than individual leveling, but it is what it is. Fixed an issue where the grid shield sound effect could get stuck on the player after switching to a different backpack inside the shrinking zone. Let's see, UI and settings. A fixed issue for Xbox players where pressing A on a player card from another platform In the escape menu, opened an empty Xbox profile. Fixed issue where the next hex extraction terminal was not highlighted after the closest one was covered by the zone. They fixed issue where the cursor too often snapped to interactive icons on the map, making it difficult to place a marker between them. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. I hate that. Fixed issues where the mouse cursor was not locked in the game window while the inventory screen was open. Fixed issue where the apply settings button and pop-up notification did not trigger after changing the zoom sensitivity multiplier setting. Fixed issue where there was no marker for the last place of death in solo mode. Fixed issue where the hex extractor marker on the minimap did not reset after the hex was dropped from the inventory. A fixed issue where the ping marker disappeared for the owner if it was confirmed and then canceled by a non-owner player. Prevented Hopper from obstructing ping with the controller during deployment by making it transparent while pinging. They've updated loadout selection screen based on feedback, added a separate tab for random loadouts, and made it the default screen for new players without loadouts. They've added entries for kills and assists to the action log. The lobby fixed an issue where the item claimed redirection after claiming a battle pass item always led to the Cyberlimb Hex category tab. They've adjusted lobby background lighting to match the original, fixing overly dark areas. Fixed an issue where the right eye and left eye could not be equipped separately. Fixed a bug where weapons and attachments were not visually updated on the character model after receiving an item withdrawn notification for items in the current loadout. Fixed an issue where lobby music and appearance tab music would not play after reinitialization. Now crashes. They fixed a crash caused by the maxi gun. If a player picked up another limb during Maxigun deactivation, the new limb would be equipped, but the Maxigun will remain active, potentially causing a crash. For various fixes, they fixed issue where the word hex was incorrectly translated in the hex tab for Korean localization. They fixed issue where unlocalized text was displayed in the winner team post-match screen in multiple languages. Fixed issue where the word hex was incorrectly translated in the hexes tab for Korean localization. Fixed issue where the text in the standalone loadouts tab overflowed the borders in multiple languages. And they fixed issue where 4 players appeared in the plane during the deployment phase while only 3 players were in the team. So there we have it for the patch notes, everyone. Coming from the Northeast. Now, tell me what you guys think. Let me know your opinion about this new update. Me, I haven't seen anything in regards to like a new limb, new legs, or anything. It's just the legendary weapons. That is something exciting to see. But I want them in hexes so we can have them ourselves. So how far away are we until that's gonna happen? You know, and also how far are we away until the battle pass? I mean, not the battle pass, but the full game. You know, there's very little news that we get, and once we get it, you know, we're waiting for the next, just like right now. So we'll find out what's going on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know what? We're on our way to 300 subscribers. We're going to try to hit that before the end of this month. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Stay up to date with the latest news, tips, tricks, information, everything we have here at GameOut Gaming or Off the Grid, as well as the gameplay that we bring to you every single day. So yeah, again, leave your thoughts in the comment. Let me know. I really want to know what you guys think about this. But until next time, y'all, hope you guys have a good day, good night, good morning, whatever it is for you right now. Till next time, y'all, peace out.